Here we go. Live and direct. It's your boy, LSCR254. Tuned in for another one. Time is 7, well, that's 06. So it might be really close to the 04. I have noticed that this clock runs a little fast. So it's 7:04, 70 degrees, Wednesday. We have made it over the hump. And it's lit, man. It is lit. I had to run to take care of some business. This AM, very small. I mean, it's small. It's small. It's small. But it was kind of time critical that I got it done. Probably should have done it like late last week, earlier this week, but I've been having a lot going on. I'm trying to get some stuff tracked down and get some orders prepared to ship out and everything like that, man. So that's kind of how it go when you got a lot of shit on your plate, man. And that's how it goes. So. I did just realize that we are off Friday. My job does not give us off many fucking days, and Friday is definitely one of them. So, definitely excited about that shit. What up, Cass? Our rock grills are about the best looking wheels they make from stock 16 to aftermarkets. I would say IROX, but then I would kind of be biased. That might be a biased opinion. But we have one for IROX. I do love the way that the IROC looks, man. That open spoke, like that spoke look, not only do they look good, they're easy to clean. So it's awesome too, man. It's awesome. My wife always gets April 16th off, the day after taxes. April 16th, the day after taxes. Does she like do taxes? Morning, Mark. I got everything I needed to do to get your order together, Mark. So hopefully I'm gonna have you shipped out no later than Friday. If the post office is open Friday, it'll be Friday. If not, then probably Saturday. I should have it done and sent out. Oh, okay. She's an accountant. Oh yeah. So she been busy. She been busy. That's beneficial though, you know what I'm saying? Your wife an accountant and you got the business. So you don't have to worry about, nobody filing the taxes. I forgot I ordered the shirts. Oh no. Yeah, like I said, if I can't, I might be able to get them done tonight when I get home, man. Junior's playing T-ball, so he got practice out of school. So when I get home tonight, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get them. So I'm aiming for Thursday, but at the latest, At the latest, it'll be Saturday. Which will mean you'll have them next week, so be fresh. She been working 8 to midnight the last couple months. She gets the money. Yeah, I know that's right. Get the money. Get the money. What would you say is a popular muscle car rim, Mark? Oh, you said the old school Daytona? I'm not that familiar with that rim. You might have to email me a picture of that one. But that's pretty dope though. So we got IROCs, Daytonas. Somebody has to support my construction/crew habits. I can dig it. I mean, you don't have to worry about, y'all don't have to worry about taxes. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't have to pay nobody to put y'all basement in. So it's a win-win, you know. It's a win-win. Not the wire Dayton's, the Star ones. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I wasn't familiar. Oh, you mean Dayton's? I thought he said Daytona. I like to see on the paper. It's work to sign my name sometimes. Yeah, that's awesome. You find you a good woman that makes life easier, man. That's what it's all about. And in return, we give them whatever they want. Cherish them and love them and all that jazz. All that jazz. What up, old fashioned? Appreciate you for stopping through this morning, brother. What's your favorite muscle car rim, old fashioned? Or the most popular? Well, I would say popular, but you know, well, no, I mean it could be a bit of both. What's the most popular one, and is the popular one your favorite one? Type deal. Exactly. Give them whatever they like, whatever they want. Center lines, I think they call them. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I might have to Google a picture of it, but I think I know what you're talking about. So you prefer the knockout style Dayton's? So, I mean, what is the knockout style? You talking about the ones like with the spokes and shit? I think I'm gonna go back. We're gonna take the top. We'll take the top choices from this morning's live stream, and we'll put them on the community page. That way, anybody that wasn't here this morning, they can chime in with their opinion. They can comment it below, or they can pick one of the poll options. Okay, so you talking about the Dayton Wire Wheels? I guess we all call them something different. Depending upon where you're from, you know what I'm saying? Some things may have similar or different names or whatever. So yeah, Dayton Wire Wheels. That's what I'm used to them being called. Good morning, Danini. How you doing this morning? Do you have a favorite type of rim or wheel to put on your vehicle by chance? Come on, bruh. Did I mention that I missed my truck? It's not necessarily the truck, it's just this 80 mile per hour shit. I can't get jiggy with this shit. What up, JP? Nah, stay your ass over there in that lane, bitch. I'm coming. What's your favorite wheel, JP? I already know the answer. I already know the answer for you, but I'm gonna ask anyway. For 5x5, you can't beat Chevy Rallies, the beauty rings, and the OG center caps. Yeah, the ones I got on the C10, bro. I love that style, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And people be taxing for them. Like if you don't have them, like depending upon who you trying to get them from, yo, they taxing. They taxing. I'm keeping. I think eventually I may go with like maybe a bigger tire, or the truck might get like leveled or lower. I don't know. But yeah, those rims are here to stay on the C10. Those not going nowhere. Depending upon the paint choice that we go with for the truck, you know what I mean, we might paint the rim to match. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, that's where the C10 gonna live at. Yeah, I already knew JP, but I had to ask. I've been trying to buy mine. Yeah, cause I think like the back rim, I don't know if it's the back rim or the whole rim is like by 8 or by 9 or something like that. You can put a nice wide tire on the bad boys. A nice wide tire. Wide ass tires is expensive. I used to have some on the C10 that I had, and then I wrecked it. Well, I didn't wreck it. Somebody ran into the back of me, and then I ran into that blue truck, and then I got rid of it. So I've been trying to buy mine. I'ma shout you out on my upcoming video, bro. Already, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I be having to scroll back, man. I be missing comments and shit. Crackers. Love some floaters. The floater, as long as the floaters like float correctly, like that's the same. That was the same thing. The same way I felt about like spinners, like the Spreewells joints. Like as long as they spun correctly, you know what I'm saying, or they floated correct. I think floaters was like kind of the answer to the spinner. Like the spinner sometimes got caught up or whatever, but the floater kind of always floated, or if it wasn't floating, it didn't necessarily. It was kind of, you know, hard to tell, whatever. But the floater's a nice rim too. I like the way it looked. I don't know if I would ride floaters, but you know, they a nice looking wheel. Spreewell, is that what he said in the song? I never knew. Which song you talking about, Cash? Mike Jones, I think it was. Probably so. I'm trying to remember what Mike Jones song it was, man. Shout out to Mike Jones, wherever you at. Shout out to Mike Jones, wherever you at. Oh, shit. I'm trying to think of the verse, man. But it probably was Spreewell, as he said. I'm gonna rock the Caprice Hubcaps for a while. Man, if I could find another set, bro, cause you know I got a set of steel wheels for the Caprice. I just don't have no fucking hubcaps for them hoes. The set that I did have a while back, like I sold them, but shit, now I kind of wish I had a set. So if I run across some, I'll probably grab some. If not, then you already know we ain't even tripping. Good morning, Simmons. A beautiful morning it is. Cloudy, overcast. But usually by this time the sun be out and shit. It's all muggy and shit today. So I really want to go fucking back to sleep, man. Who else is off on Friday? I'm trying to debate if I'm gonna get up and do a morning live, cause I'm off. Like, am I gonna get up and do a morning live even though I'm off? Part of me is like, there's no better way to start the day. The other part of me is like, I want to sleep in. It was still 7. Oh yeah, that's back when the Spreewells was in, by 2003. Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. Yeah, so let me know if y'all off in the comments, man. If enough of y'all is off and y'all gonna be up, then I guess I'll go ahead and get up too, man, and rock with y'all. We're gonna start in the garage though. We gotta get busy. We gotta get busy. I'm gonna use the full extent or the full power of the day off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get out there in the garage and I'm gonna get shit cleaned up. I got photos this weekend, so I don't necessarily have my weekend. So Friday will take. Friday will step in for that. Shafe in the building. I price my houses high so I don't have to make them for others. Yeah, Danini, you sound like me on some stuff, like stuff that I don't necessarily care for doing. Either I just tell people I don't do it, or I price it high to the point where I don't have to do it. Cause people trying to waste your time and all that stuff, man. You really don't got time for that. Time is precious. Somebody asked me about something. I think I just told them I didn't do it or whatever, but I forgot. No. That's what it was. Yesterday I was on Twitter at work and I was telling people that I was telling my Twitter followers that I loved photography more than I did graphic design. Like, even though I'm a graphic designer, I got the degrees for graphic design and photography. Like, my love for creating is more so on the graphic design side, is on more so on the photography side than graphic design, because of the simple fact that with graphic design, a lot of people they don't know what the fuck they want, man. That's what it was, because yesterday at work, I had a job that the job done been back to me to redo 3 or 4 fucking times. They keep changing shit. First they want it like this, and now they want it like this, and they want it like this. Bruh, make your mind up. You know what I'm saying? Make your mind up. It's one thing for me to tell you that, okay, this is not gonna work, but for you to just be changing shit and can't make your mind up, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Sometimes I have back when I really did flyers and shit, people be like, oh, I have no idea how I want it. I just want this information on it or whatever. So then I go and I think of some shit, I put it together perfectly, and then I present it to them, and then they be like, oh, well, can we move this over here or change this to say this? And I'm like, before you didn't have no fucking idea in the world what you wanted. Now you a genius. Now I done gave you the groundwork. Now you know what you want. So I don't know. Maybe that's just something I got to get over, man. But I don't like that shit. With photography, it's a little bit more simpler. You see my portfolio, you know what I'm capable of doing. This is what you should expect. You know what I'm saying? Let me do my thug thizzle. If What up, BMR? Too early for hurricane in the garage. Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Good Friday, 5th of Hurricane at 5 a.m. show. If I pay $300 for just a dog, I'll pay for the house. He's got a point. Gotta put them dogs in a nice ass house. $300 ass dogs. Is those the ones that you keep in the plastic or you play with them dogs? For $300. Nah, baby, you gotta look at that dog. Nah, man, good shit. There was like a Monster Hot Dog House, man, came out like some years ago, bro. And my daughter, I think I remember I was telling y'all that she to the point where like she don't do dolls and toys and shit no more. Bro, she threw that doll house away, nigga. In the back of my mind, I was like, nigga, I would have turned around and tried to sell it to somebody. You know what I'm saying? They might have, you know, that way they wouldn't have had to pay the however much I paid for that fucking doll house. It might have been missing some pieces, I don't know. But we could have tried to salvage something. God damn, nigga. I believe in recycling and reselling and shit. Like, if the shit got value, then yeah. Cold-blooded. Oh yeah, I'm off like a motherfucker. But yeah, and they was all customized, painted and broken and shit. Said it. I wish I still had my damn toy truck from when I was a kid. That's that grown man doll from China. That's the one I said is laying around the house naked somewhere. Oh, you just out here with no clothes on, huh? Like, why you got your dog? Why your dog naked? Put your dog some clothes on. I would have a very hard time if I did the work and I had to go backwards on it at all. I don't do shit twice. Cass, you just have no idea, man. You have no idea, man. That shit irks the fuck out your boy, man. Either that or like somebody will send me like, say that Janini and Schaefer like having a party or event. Like say they gonna get engaged or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they change, like, they're not necessarily changing the venue or the time or nothing, but they changing like the design elements, or you know what I'm saying, they changing like say it's a little Bible scripture or something like that. Like, no, we want to use this other verse, or we want to use this other verse. I mean, technically, like, I believe like you're supposed to get charged like for each additional change over like so many, but man, it's still tedious as hell, man. It's still tedious as hell. I'm gonna get one, so when my girl make her mad, I'll pull her out and sit her on the couch. Who's this bitch you got in my house? Who's this bitch in my house? Yeah, but like very rarely, if ever, do you run do I run into somebody who don't like their pictures? Like, it's been like one. It's been like one time, and the girl was like, she felt like it was like her 1 year old, and she was like, she felt like she could have took the pictures with her phone, which technically there's no way that she, like, we was using strobe lights and everything. Like, there's no way in hell that you would have took them with your phone. But me, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't asking for a full refund. She asked for a partial. I just gave it to her and then went on about my business, and I updated my contract to reflect that as long as the photos are aesthetically pleasing, um, it ain't gonna be no fucking refunds, because that was some bullshit. But sometimes you deal with that. People look for loopholes and shit to try to, get around shit, man. And as unfortunate as it is, it's part of the growing process, man. It's part of the growing process of running a business. So a lot of the stuff you'll never know. You'll never know until you actually run into said situation. I mean, if she can live with it, you can live without. And Mohan, she didn't even gonna get replaced by a Chinese sister. Yeah, I say my real girl don't talk shit. Safe and stupid, man. Oh man. Oh shit. I should have went and got some coffee, man. Shit, nigga tired, bro. Tired. But the light at the end of the tunnel is that it is Wednesday and tomorrow is our Friday, technically. For work wise. For work wise. And I want to take a nap. You've been missing it actually, and a man has his knee. So you getting it off on the $6? Let me find out. It's Tuesday, man. Well, shit. I'm gonna just be like, hey, I ain't gonna make it today. Fuck that. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it. Oh shit, man. Cause they did. What was that they did, man? They had said some shit, man. I think they had like divided up all the jobs and shit, man. Like everybody got their own little division and shit. And this one girl, she be taking her sweet ass time with her fucking jobs and shit. Bruh, it take forever. So, shit, I got done with my shit early, so like I started looking on fucking Craigslist for some for some shit. You know me, man. I'm looking for motors, parts. I'm not necessarily looking to buy anything. I'm just window shopping. And um, so my team lead was like, "You need to go check and help the other girls out." Like, man, fuck them hoes. They don't fucking come help me when I'm fucking swamped with a whole lot of jobs. So shit, tell them bitches to get it out the mud. So eventually, I had to go over there and pull like 2 times. Like, I probably took like an extra 20 fucking jobs on yesterday. Yeah. It is what it is, man. But yeah, that shit pissed me off, bro. I'm just like, this job ain't even the greatest, bro. Like, I don't even like. I can do the shit. It's easy. It's damn near like second nature, but it's not exciting, man. Like, it's not exciting. It's not motherfucking like no. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. So. This ain't it. I had a union meeting this morning. I was so tired. I told them fuck that union and meeting. I also can't deduct this out of my dues since I'm not attending. It pays the bill, and I bet it beats building fence in the elements. Yeah, I mean it does. I mean, like I said, there could be a whole lot worse jobs, right? I'm just one of them people. I don't know. Like it's like I done had it. I've had a taste. I have a taste of like being my own boss and running shit effectively. Like I'm one of the people. I'm one of those people. Like if there's something in the process that doesn't fucking work, then we change it. We don't just keep doing it this fucking fucked up ass way just because that's the way that's always been done. No, you make the fucking changes so the shit can run a whole lot more streamlined. These motherfuckers don't believe in that shit. They don't believe in that shit, so. Or safely you're replacing me so that they can't touch you back. If I move her hand, she can't. It's fucking safe and stupid. Heartbroken, I'm horny. Can you go any further in your education as far as what you do? Well, okay, this is not technically more like the next the next level up would be like teaching and shit, and I'm not teaching. Like I could go get my I could get my master's and then I could probably start teaching, but no, fuck no. Nobody. I'm good. Well, I mean, it could be like at a college level. You know what I mean? It could be at a college level, possibly like a high school level. Like maybe if like there was like classes teaching photography or something. I don't know. Probably not though. Probably not. I'm good. I'm good. It's just it's not the whole field as a whole. It's just this place. It's just this place and what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like the newspaper shit would have been hot. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. Cause like there's a lot that goes off in the graphic design that like a lot of people don't think. Like most people think, or you know what I'm saying, you just throw some shit on the fly or whatever. But it's really like a lot. It's an art form behind creating that flyer or that poster or you know whatever that is to communicate because that's all it is. Like graphic design is a visual communication, you know what I'm saying? So to effectively communicate that, you know what I'm saying, you gotta it's certain elements and stuff that you need to have and stuff. So that part, I won't bore you with the nerd terms and everything like that, but yeah. I'm trying to keep it PG safe, so we'll talk about this later. Yeah, we don't want to envision Danini and Schaefer getting it on with a sex doll. I mean, I don't know. If you're bored where you are now, then you will probably get bored with the next job. And see, Cass, that's some of, and see like a part of me is like, okay, well maybe Like maybe if I got paid more, you know what I'm saying, then I wouldn't even really be tripping. But I probably would. Cause I'm just not one of those people that like I like a repetitive process. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time I don't. Like I really don't. Like with my photo shoot, it's never the same thing twice. It's always a different person. 9 times out of 10, it's always a different occasion. Um, I get to talk to the people. I get to find out about their engagement, or you know what I'm saying, if they kid is graduating. I get to find out about the kids' plans for the future. And, shit like that, man. And that's what keeps, on top of it not getting old, like, that's like a plus for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, over the last couple of weeks, I've shot a 16 year anniversary photos, 16-year wedding anniversary photos, um, where, I got to talk to them about, their marriage over the last 16 years. And, as a photographer, like, they kind of sometimes, they open up to you. And, because you want them to be relaxed and shit. So you don't necessarily want to be like standoffish or nothing, man. So, we talking, we communicating. So they telling me about it over the 16 years, man. It was a beautiful thing. It ain't all peaches and cream, which is what they said. And I know that because I've been married almost 10. So, yeah, just that. And then from there, I shot a model, or an aspiring model. You know what I'm saying? When she shot with other photographers like that, all they wanted is like her half-ass naked. You know what I'm saying? With a ass out or a breast out or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We did a fashion shoot. She liked the fashion shoot more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Me, me personally, I never been one that's like, oh yeah, let me like, that's not my core audience. That's why I do family and weddings. Like, I don't want to shoot half naked bitches. Like, I just don't. So, uh, and then from there, what else did I shoot? Then I shot this, like, past Friday, when I shot engagement photos for a couple that's getting married in September. So went ahead and did they engagement photos so we can get them out the way, so they can get them out, sent out with they saved the dates. You know what I'm saying? Now this is not like a young couple. This is an older couple. You know what I'm saying? So being able to talk to them and find out, like, y'all getting remarried, because some people be like, man, shit, if I get divorced, and you know what I'm saying, it ain't no getting remarried. You know what I'm saying? So I know this lady, man, she probably, what did she say, she's 65. She's 65 from the start. You know what I'm saying? Life over, or you know what I'm saying, start a whole marriage over, man. And just talking to them, and finding out, not necessarily the thought process, but just finding out, like, it's I guess ways to phrase things like, oh, how did you guys meet, and what I'm saying, and within that, they reveal certain information, to where it's like, it's a beautiful story, though. It's a beautiful story. So shit like that keep it fresh for me. You know what I'm saying? I can't do the same shit. Safe is stupid. uh, what quick list you talking about? Hold on. I gotta scroll back up. Scroll down. If you're bored where you are now, then you probably get bored with things. Gonna end up being a mechanic or something. Like, I mean, like a mechanic, bro. Like, I don't got nothing against a mechanic. Like, I just don't want to work on other people's shit. So I guess I couldn't be a mechanic. Cause every mechanic that I know, man, like, when they working on other people's shit all the time, and they lose the fucking drive to work on their own shit. And that is something that I cannot allow to happen. Fuck it, let's start a tabloid. We had Danini and Schaefer relationship to report on, or an ebook. Now you see how you just gave us that quick lesson. Just think if you was getting paid to tell. What lesson? Did I give a lesson? I can't do the sex doll. I need to be touched. I like skin to skin. Your management watching the show. They said start the car up and go back home, big fella. You ain't getting a dollar out of us, big fella. Schaefer said he's waiting on Danini. Schaefer, they gonna be all sad. Like, we thought he was just quiet. He hated us the whole time. Yo. The funny thing is, I be like that in that bitch too. I just be quiet. Like, I just be quiet, trying to think of my next fucking move, yo. Good. Here goes another job related. No, man, I ain't gonna shoot the bitch up. Okay, as you see, he keep using the word I shot. Well, drag stars and drag light and Krager SS. Oh, about graphic design. Oh yeah. I mean, that's the same thing like with photography. Like, I mean, that's like my job. Like, I mean, I've been learning about like LS stuff and the motor shit and like the swap process. Like, a dude was asking last night, like, why do I have low fuel pressure? And everybody was chiming in, woo woo woo. So I asked him, what did he have? He said he had a new fuel system, but he got a stock. He had the stock 1989 Caprice fuel pump. Well, the stock 1989 Caprice fuel pump only pushed 12 psi. So that's your culprit. You know what I'm saying? You need 55 to 60. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I guess I could teach. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Like, once you learn something, then I guess like to regurgitate it or whatever. I guess no matter what job you do, it's gonna be some bullshit. They just don't pay me enough for the bullshit here. To be completely honest. What up, history? Yeah, I shot with with the camera, not Violet. Detroit Steel Wheels, Supreme Nutcracker, inline pump. That's how my 89 Silverado was. Well, the 89 Caprice has an in-tank pump. It looks just like any other pump. You know what I'm saying? That'll float. It just don't have the PSI you need for LS swap. It just don't have it. Every job has shit chores on certain days. We don't like it, but we do it. Yeah, man, and that's part of it. I understand, man. Like, it is what it is. But like I was telling, who was it? I was telling my homeboy. I was like, some of the shit, like, cause I asked a question. Matter of fact, I think I'll say that shit for tomorrow. But basically I was telling my boy that like you can pay like how much a person is willing to tolerate You know what I'm saying? Sometimes can be based off of, you know what I'm saying, how much you're paying them. You know what I'm saying? So if the person is like, I really don't like this job, but that money right, then you know they might go ahead and do it. Like um, a photographer friend of mine out in Cali, we was talking yesterday, man, and he was telling me something about construction photography or some shit. And I was like, man, I don't know if I would want to do that shit. You know, I don't really got no desire to take pictures of fucking buildings and no shit like that, right? So he was like, shit, when the $10,000 checks come in, then I bet you be interested. And I was like, you right. Because if you give me $10,000 to take pictures of fucking buildings or some shit like that, yo, I don't care how much I don't like it. It's $10,000. You goddamn right I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna have a fucking smile on my face when I'm doing it because of the fact of the $10,000 check that's coming at the fucking end. $10,000 make you smile. I don't give a fuck what you do. You could be shoveling shit for $10,000. Hey y'all! You be the happiest shit shoveling motherfucker in the world for 10,000. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all, and that's not a month or a year. Like that would be like, I don't know, maybe a job or some shit. I don't know. If you got paid 10,000 a job to shovel shit, like okay, we got some shit over here that's 10,000. We got some shit over here that's 10,000. Like you'll be a shit, bro. You be the happiest shit shoveling motherfucker ever. And you probably have a shirt on to say I shovel shit for 10K. So I'm going to see if I can change my profession into being a full-time RC drone racer. Of how my truck was, the car was too big for it. Yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. You'd be surprised how many small blocks are running way too much car. Yeah, cause I think from what I've seen, I guess most of them need like a 650, something like that. You know, whatever. History Hunter says. History 950 hour drive. Loader, load, flatbed, throw chains, set cars, dismantle cars, throw rims, clean radiators, pick up trash. It's not worth it if you ask me, especially since the wife is taking me to the ER today. Are you talking about at the junkyard? What's up, Darius? Damn, what happened? What happened in history? You gotta go to the ER. Yeah, like especially like something like that, man. Like you need medical and you know what I'm saying, all that shit too. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's the difference between like sometimes it don't necessarily have to be all about the money. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it can just be to the point where it's like I just love what I do. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do so much it don't matter about the money because I enjoy what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, very underpaid. I've been laid home for 2 days. It hurts to sneeze. Damn, the fuck? Yeah, we'll be praying for you, bro. We definitely be praying for you. I hope the ER got something good to say, or a good resolution solution. Well, it's time to fade this clock, man. Fade this clock. I walked to get the mail yesterday. I had to stop like 5 times coming back. You can feel a big knot in the bottom of my back. Oh shit. Yeah, man. I hope they got some good news for you, man. Yeah, and like hard labor shit. Like hard labor shit should fucking pay like a lot more than that shit. I'm not busting a sweat for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'll text you later, history, and check on you, man. Make sure everything good. What up, Watson? All right, man. I gotta go punch this clock. Y'all have a blessed one. Remember, identify.